I'm so nervous, guys. I'm just so excited. Things are working. I'm like so excited to do this. This is my biggest one that I have for my squats or something. I really had in 2017. This was in college. I am a Christian-based business. Hi, my name is Alba. Welcome to my channel. Guys, how are you? I hope you guys can hear me. I got a new microphone. I'm so excited. I'm trying new microphones here and there. Please excuse my shirt. I just got out of work. I see that there's a lot of new of you here in my channel, so thank you for subscribing. I am a Latina artist. I'm just so nervous, guys. I'm just so excited. When things are working, I'm like so excited to try them. So a little bit about me. Hola, mi nombre es Alba Shelton. Hi, my name is Alba Shelton. I am 27 years old, a Latina artist. I am bilingual. Sometimes I'll be popping up my Spanish here and there. So it's my Spanglish. You know how people say it, Spanglish. So excited. Try a new microphone. Been trying new ones. So this is my second one. So we will see if you guys can hear me clearly. My business name is Alba Laredo Ceramics, LLC. Yeah, so I was Laredo. I still am, but now I'm married. So I am now Shelton. And my business has been existing for like 3 years now. I found out about ceramics about in my senior year in college. Did go to college in Nebraska. It's a very, very small town. How I found out about that college is because I used to play rugby. I played rugby in my high school. I got introduced to it because they were recruiting, they were finding girls. But before I played rugby, I was a power lifter. I was weightlifting, powerlifting. I did competitions. In my high school, we have weight class, and I started getting in love with it. I don't know. I really liked the way that I started getting stronger. And the coach was the football coach. He started to become my coach for powerlifting, and there was only 3 girls that were pretty competitive, and I was one of them, and he was very interested in my athletics. And I was very prideful in high school, where I just wanted to be so strong, like stronger than boys. I don't know, like being surrounded with a lot of boys was just like so competitive that it was just like feeding me, where I want to do that too, you know? I want to be strong like him. But I started doing that throughout my whole high school year. I even got like medals. I would win first place, second place, and third place. Most one that I really was good at was squats. So my squats, believe it or not, my most was 400 pounds. That was my most competitive one. Yeah, so I brought some of my medals just to show you guys. For real, I'm not playing around. Sorry, it's a little dirty, but this is my biggest one that I have. I think this was in Oklahoma that I got as a national championship, drug free. They did tested us for drugs. It was really interesting. I love it. But yeah, this for just winning good places, like first place on my squats or third place, but I don't really remember. It's been a long time ago, but yeah, so this is one of my biggest medal that I got. And then this one is my heaviest medal for my squats or something. I really don't remember, like I said. And it doesn't even say nothing in the back. But yeah, this is like my heaviest one. And then and these are whenever I would compete at schools. So this is best 3 lift total. So yeah, this is one of my medals, and I got a lot of these. So I competed at this school for like 3 years, and it's been great. I love it. Like I said, then I discovered rugby in high school, and so these are one of my medals. This is high school nationals match MVP. So I got a medal for MVP. And then I got a medal for championship women's national. In 2017. This was in college. I think this was freshman year. I think this was freshman year or sophomore year. I think one of that too. I can't remember. This is day 2, guys. Did not finish everything I wanted to say yesterday. Since I switched my career my sophomore year, because I used to do science. My sophomore year, I felt like I needed to switch my route because I was always an artistic girly. Sorry if you can hear a little squeaky sound. It's Brownie. I apologize. He's playing with his favorite toy next to me. In elementary school, there would be opportunities where they would provide competitions. Like I mentioned, I'm a very competitive woman. Make a cover for the yearbook. And so I would take the opportunity, I would draw and everything. Obviously, you got to follow the requirements what the yearbook cover has to have. But I won twice in a row, 2 times already, the book year cover. And then the third year, I won the back cover. So who, like, people's like unique drawings and stuff like that, like that was like really nice, they would be in the back of the book cover. But yeah, and that was really cool. Like it was, I still have it, but it's in my storage, so I have to dig through it. Kindergarten teacher, which I'm very, very close to till this day. Shout out to Miss T, would still keep my drawings. I don't know if you guys are familiar with ELL, English language learners. That's what I was in, still learning my English. But I knew how to draw. I knew how to I knew if I couldn't say it, I knew how to express it through my artwork. And so I think that's something that I really loved since like I wasn't really good with English. I just wanted to express it through color, through drawing or whatever artwork it was. I do also remember doing pottery. I think my mom still has it. I'm telling you. I'm pretty sure some of you guys, like your guys' parents, have artwork of you guys when you were little too. Did you want to say hi? Brownie's here. Did you want to say hi? Right there. I would do exhibitions in college. My artwork will sell a lot. It's just like, I don't know. I was just so excited to see that people actually like saw and understood my artwork, and that they're able to invest in me by buying it. And I think that was such a blessing to see that I do have a skill. I have a skill that people would love to purchase. So then after I graduated in college, I moved back to Kansas City because I was going through a separation. I was married back then. That would be another story in another episode. I would go very deep on it. If you just comment down below if you guys want to know more about that. But and then after I graduated, I didn't know what to continue with, but I did fall in love a lot with pottery. I when I came back to Kansas City, I lived with my mom for a few months, and after that, I got a job, and then I could finally saved up for an apartment. Started to have my studio at home. I made it into my little studio, and I did that for 2 years, and I still did pop-up shows. How I discovered pop-up shows, it's whenever I got this new job, there was a lot of young people there, and so I would talk to them. We would talk to each other about like how like our artists talent, because keep in mind my job, they were hiring artists and they were hiring young people that they just graduated and then they needed a job. And so I got connected to one of the coworkers there that she spoke to me about pop-up shows. I didn't even know what that was until like she told me what it was. And I was nervous because I was like, this is pottery. Like I like the art industry is very competitive. There's not a lot of pottery people that they would be at pop-up shows, but anyways, I applied for my first market 3 years ago. I was so nervous, guys. I didn't know what to expect. I mean, tell you, it went great. I made like $300 my first time, and I think that was the best thing ever. Like making $300. And I was like, people see a huge talent in me. Like, wow, they would purchase my stuff. And then slowly, I just started falling in love with it. My family came in support. I would say that mostly my family would purchase a lot of my things, and I don't mind. I do not mind, but it's like, can you let my artwork be more out there? Like literally, they would purchase. My aunt is my number one fan, guys. She would like expend $200 on my artwork, and that just says a lot. I should show you guys like her whole kitchen. Well, let's say her whole home is filled with pottery of mine. That's insane. When I started getting plugged into a new community, which is my church, Midtown Baptist Church, they just started supporting me a lot because I found a Bible study filled with a lot of artistic girls, and it was just so amazing. I honestly, if this bothers you, I am a Christian based business and glorify the Lord Jesus Christ. I'm a believer in Jesus Christ, and I give him all the glory for my business. And if it wasn't for him, I would not know where I would be at today. I gave my life to him, and he gave me an amazing life back, and I do believe that Jesus Christ died for my sins. So I just wanted to clarify that. But I would also say that I just don't do ceramics. I also do, like I mentioned previous videos, that to play around with resin as well. I do resin earrings, and I do also resin rings. I like to continue to grow my business in so many ways that I'm talented in, and just think about things. I think that's something about being a businesswoman. You just have to continue to think about things, but to grow your business. But in pop-up shows, I have noticed that people do buy Brownie in the background over here, he's eating his food. But I noticed that people at pop-up shows, they do buy small things, and so I want to also provide that space for them, for my customers, that I just don't just do pottery. I do earrings, I do rings, I do magnets, and I just don't like to restrict myself just in ceramics. That's how I came as a business. I think I'm gonna continue to have it as Alba Laredo Ceramics. I think that's a very unique name because that's who I am. Every year, my goal is something different. This year, I've actually hired 4 people to help me at pop-up shows because I was having pop-up shows every Saturday, so every weekend. And I had a class in the morning, and I had pop-up shows in the morning, and so I couldn't do that, and I couldn't miss out on pop-up shows because that's another way of advertising my business. And so I decided to hire 4 people, and I only hire girls because of my theme, like business. It's a girly girl. I want to learn how to include men as well. So that's one thing too that I've seen, that my business started like changing and shifting of my colors as well, because in the beginning there were men that actually were buying me more of my stuff because of a darker colors that I was including in my pottery. And I've noticed the reason why is because I got influenced by my professor in college, because he was older and he was doing He was doing darker colors, which makes sense because a lot of people like darker colors. Been in business for 3 years as well. Been doing pottery for 5 years because that's when I started finding it out my junior year of college, and then I continued to progress in it and take it every year, and then till now it's been 5 years. So basically I'm a pro at it, but I'm still learning, definitely learning a lot. I really didn't prepare like questions about my business. I just wanted to go with the flow, expand more on social media, my artwork, my business as well. And I definitely, YouTube is another skill to learn because you need to learn how to edit, how you need to learn how to do all this stuff on social media. So at the job that I'm at right now, I recently, it's gonna be almost a year that I transitioned to a part time. I was a full timer for 2 years, and then I have spoken with them that my goal. So I do work for a small business as well. So I did let them know that I needed to step down and be a part timer because I couldn't do full time no more. It was exhausting. Sometimes I put 8 hours, sometimes 10 hours. It was a lot, but they respected my decision, and so my goal is to become a full-time artist. But at the same time, I will still keep this job. Maybe I do work from Monday to Friday, but I will not, like, once my business starts growing, I won't no longer like be working from Monday to Friday, just because I need an extra income just in case the flow like of my business can go up and down. Sometimes it could be good days, sometimes it could be bad days. But I will say that I have seen such a tremendous growth in my business this year that I've never seen it like a couple of years ago. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment down below if you have any questions, and I can answer those questions on the next video. As in for right now, we can just have a little chat with each other like this about anything that could pop up in my head, or anything that I want to share with you guys about me, more about me and my artwork, or things that I've learned about markets, or how I've grown my business. What are some tips that I should give to you guys as well to make your business even grow more income? But thank you so much for watching this episode about who I am. All right, love you guys. Bye.